Jesus shows us the Father, but in showing us the Father, he shows us who we are to be. Jesus is the only true human being. We're all fallen in nature. But Jesus shows us what it is to truly be human. In God's original design, the way God created us to be, Jesus comes and he reveals the Father. So understand, when you're reading the Gospel of John, you're reading something that's very different. Can I give you very, very quickly up front, because this is more of a teaching series. Can you hang with me? Can I give you some cool facts about John's Gospel? There are only 8 miracles recorded in the Gospel of John. Now that's huge, because when you read the Synoptic Gospels, you'll notice that the things that he records, only 2 of the 8 miracles are even mentioned in the other Gospels, which means 6 of the things that John mentions aren't found anywhere else in Scripture. Not only that, in contrast to what the others done, Mark, who gives us about 20 miracles and mentions about 10 more. Also, there are no parables in the book of John. How many of you knew that? There's not one parable in the book of John. Compare that with 15 in Matthew, 9 in Mark, and 35 in Luke. The Gospel of John records detailed conversations that the other Gospels do not have. Conversations that Jesus held with people such as Nicodemus, the Samaritan woman, Martha, Mary Magdalene, and Peter. The Gospel of John and the book of Revelation, many people don't know this, the Gospel of John and the book of Revelation are bookends. Just like Luke and Acts are bookends, the Gospel of John and the book of Revelation are bookends, because both books are designed from a man who wants you to see a revelation of who Jesus is, and a revelation of his finished work, and a revelation of who he's called and created and designed you to be as the light of the world, as a kingdom of priests. So John isn't concerned with just writing what Jesus said and did. He wants to give you a revelation in every chapter of who Jesus is. John's gospel does not begin with the genealogy. I said that a moment ago. But it begins with, in the beginning was the Word. The Apostle John is also called the Revelator. And he's called the Revelator because John is unique in the way that he's like a mechanic. Because John didn't just say, here's the car. But John opens up the hood and he says, this is what makes the car work. So the reason I'm laying this foundation for you in this message is I want you to understand, when you read the book of John, you have to see it through John's eyes.